Good day and welcome to another episode of Aviate Higher. Today we're going to be discussing Class A airspace. Thanks for tuning in. If you are a student pilot, private pilot working on your instrument rating, or a seasoned pilot that just needs a review, then this video is for you. So thanks for stopping by and let's get started. We're going to be talking about Class A, Class Alpha airspace today. That airspace starting at 18,000 feet and going up. So let's look at what 91-135 has to say. 91-135, operations in Class A Alpha airspace. Except as provided in paragraph D of this section, each person operating an aircraft in Class A airspace must conduct that operation under instrument flight rules, IFR, and in compliance with the following. A. Clearance. Operations may be conducted only under an ATC clearance received prior to entering the airspace. B. Communications. Unless otherwise authorized by ATC, each aircraft operating in Class A airspace must be equipped with a two-way radio capable of communicating with ATC on a frequency assigned by ATC. Each pilot must maintain two-way radio communications with ATC while operating in Class A airspace. Equipment requirements. Unless otherwise authorized by ATC, no person may operate an aircraft within Class A airspace unless that aircraft is equipped with the applicable equipment specified in 91-215, which is your ATC transponder and altitude reporting equipment and use rules and regulations, which will be discussed in a separate video. Look through the channel and look through the videos if you're interested, and I should have a video on that. And after January 1, 2020, 91-225. And 91-225 is talking about the automatic dependent surveillance broadcast, your ADS-B, ADS-B, your out equipment and use. But once again, we'll get into that in another video. ATC authorizations. An operator may deviate from any provision of this section under the provisions of an ATC authorization issued by the ATC facility having jurisdiction of the airspace concerned. In the case of an inoperative transponder, ATC may immediately approve an operation within a Class A airspace area, allowing flight to continue if desired to the airport of ultimate destination, including any intermediate stops, or to proceed to a place where suitable repairs can be made, or both. Request for deviation from any provision of this section must be submitted in writing at least 4 days before the proposed operation. ATC may authorize a deviation on a continuing basis or for an individual flight. And that's 91-135. Next, we're going to be looking in the AIM, the Aeronautical Information Manual. We're going to be looking and seeing what that has to say with respect to Class A airspace. And we're going to be looking at 3-2-2. And it's talking about Class A airspace. The definition: generally that airspace from 18,000 feet MSL up to and including flight level 600, including the airspace overlying the waters within 12 nautical miles off the coast of the 48 contiguous states and Alaska, and designated international airspace beyond 12 nautical miles off the coast of the 48 contiguous states and Alaska within areas of domestic radio navigational signal or ATC radar coverage, and within which domestic procedures are applied. Operating rules and pilot equipment requirements. Unless authorized, all persons must operate their aircraft under IFR. you're at 18,000 feet or above. There is no VFR flying. And with respect to charts, Class A airspace is not specifically charted. Your VFR sectional chart is all airspace below 18,000 feet. So it's from the surface up to, but not including 18,000 feet. 18,000 feet begins where your sectional chart ends. A few other things. Since you are going to be in Class A airspace with the big boys, there is no airspeed limitation at 18,000 and above. There are no cloud clearances because you're operating under instrument flight rules. And that's pretty much all there is to talk about for Class A airspace. When you think of Class A airspace, think altitude. Learned that from John and Martha King years ago. Thanks a lot. Still learning from you guys. Keep it up. We'll see you next time. Have a great day.